The desert was silent when workers arrived at the excavation site. At first, the discovery seemed ordinary: buried stone, ancient carvings, signs of underground ruins hidden beneath the sand. But everything changed when they uncovered the entrance. Because unlike most damaged tombs, this one appeared completely sealed, no cracks, no signs of looting, nothing. And that immediately disturbed the team. Because sealed tombs are extremely rare, most had already been opened centuries ago. But this chamber looked untouched, as if no one had entered for thousands of years. Workers carefully removed sand from the entrance. Ancient symbols slowly appeared on the stone walls. Warnings, faded carvings, strange markings almost erased by time. And according to later reports, some members of the team already felt uncomfortable. Not because of curses, but because the tomb felt wrong, too preserved, too silent, almost frozen beneath the desert. The entrance was eventually opened slightly. Cold air escaped from inside the darkness, air trapped underground for centuries. And for a moment, everyone stopped moving, because standing before an unopened tomb feels different. It feels as if history itself is staring back at you. The first team entered carefully. Narrow tunnels stretched deep underground, dust covered every surface. Ancient walls surrounded them on all sides. And deeper inside, they discovered another sealed chamber waiting in darkness. That should have been exciting. Instead, the atmosphere became heavier, more unsettling. Because the deeper they moved underground, the more isolated they felt from the outside world. The second chamber remained completely sealed, massive stone blocking the entrance. Researchers began examining the walls carefully, searching for weak points or hidden openings. And then, someone heard a sound, a knock, coming from inside the chamber. At first, everyone assumed it was natural. Shifting stone, pressure underground, ancient tunnels settling beneath the desert. But then it happened again. Knock. Knock. Slow, uneven, and unmistakably coming from behind the wall itself. The entire team froze. Because deep underground, sound behaves strangely. Echoes distort direction. Tiny noises become amplified in darkness. And yet, the knocking sounded close. Too close. Some workers wanted to leave immediately. Others believed there had to be a logical explanation. But the atmosphere inside the tomb changed completely after that moment. Because once fear enters a confined underground space, it spreads quickly. Especially in darkness. The team eventually opened part of the chamber entrance. Dust poured into the corridor. Ancient air escaped from inside. And suddenly, the knocking stopped. Complete silence returned to the tomb. Which somehow felt even worse. When researchers finally entered the chamber, they reportedly discovered something disturbing. Long scratches carved into the inner stone walls. Uneven, chaotic, almost desperate. And once investigators noticed the marks, the story became terrifying. Because everyone imagined the same horrifying possibility. Someone had once been trapped inside, alive. Now the mystery became even darker. Because once people heard about the scratches inside the chamber, another terrifying theory appeared immediately. What if someone had truly been trapped inside the tomb, not buried after death, but sealed alive? Ancient Egypt was deeply connected with death and the afterlife. Massive tombs, hidden chambers, underground burial rituals. And because of that, stories about trapped souls and sealed prisoners spread quickly around unexplained discoveries. Especially underground, most historians reject dramatic legends completely. There is no confirmed evidence proving someone was intentionally trapped alive inside the chamber. But uncertainty keeps mysteries alive, and the human mind naturally fills empty spaces with fear, especially in darkness. Some researchers believe the knocking came from shifting stone. Others thought echoes distorted ordinary sounds inside the tunnels. But even today, the story remains disturbing. Because the possibility feels terrifyingly real. A person trapped beneath stone, calling for help in complete darkness, and realizing no one can save them. Perhaps that is why stories like this survive for generations. Because they awaken one of humanity's oldest fears, being buried underground, alone, with no escape. Today, Countless tombs still remain hidden beneath the Egyptian desert, buried chambers, forgotten tunnels, ancient structures untouched for centuries. And perhaps somewhere underground, there are still places no human has fully explored. Maybe the knocking inside the tomb had a simple explanation. Shifting stone. Pressure underground. Natural echoes in darkness. Or maybe something far more disturbing happened inside that chamber long ago. Because history rarely leaves complete answers behind. Only fragments. Strange sounds beneath the earth. And the deeper humanity explores ancient Egypt, and the question is, if the knocking truly came from inside the sealed tomb, who, or what, was trying to get out?